In this lesson, we're gonna look at the set of confusing words and phrases. To, very, really, such a, and so that. Let's begin with very. We use very to enhance an adjective, to make it stronger. For example, this cake is tasty, and this cake is very tasty. Which one is stronger? Yes, that's right. The sentence with very is stronger. Very enhances the strength of the adjective tasty. This car is expensive, and this car is very expensive. Extremely expensive. Which is stronger? Expensive or very expensive? Of course, very expensive. We use very only with adjectives. We can't use very with verbs. I very want to eat is a mistake. You can't use very with verbs. Instead, use the word really. I really want to eat. Which brings us to my next point.
Really?
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 The word really, followed by an adjective, means the same as very. But unlike very, we can also use a verb after really. And it's more informal. For example, I'm really hungry. Let's go get something to eat. I really hope to become a millionaire this year. I really want to find a better job. We use so plus adjective plus that to show how big or significant this adjective is with a consequence. For example, my car is so big that I can fit 50 more bags like that. My car is so big. I am showing the importance of the size. That I can fit 50 more bags like that, it's a consequence. The movie was so boring that I left the theater before it was over. The movie was so boring. So boring, I am showing the significance of boring. How boring it was. So boring that I left the theater before it was over. It's a consequence of the movie being very boring. But we can't use so plus adjective plus noun. Only adjective. I can't say it was a so boring movie that I left the theater before it was over. Never. So boring movie. No, it's impossible. Only adjectives. The movie was so boring that I left the theater before it was over. But there is a way to use nouns after adjectives to show significance, and I'll show you how. Yes, such a has the same meaning as so, but we can either use an adjective plus noun or just a noun after it. For example, it was such a boring movie that I left the theater before it was over. It was such a hot day that I was sweating all over the place.
Round 1. Fight!
The biggest difference between very, / really, and so that is that with very and really, we don't show the consequence, just a fact. I'm really hungry. No consequence. Just the fact that I'm really hungry. I am so hungry that I could eat a whole bucket of chicken wings. There is a consequence. That I could eat a whole bucket of chicken wings. I drank very much wine. Just the fact that I drank it, without showing consequences. I drank so much wine and I was so drunk that I don't even remember how I got home. Here, the consequence of drinking so much that I don't even remember how I got home. Moving on. 2, followed by an adjective, shows an excess of something. In other words, that there is more than you need, or it is an extreme quantity. For example, Josh, you are too young to go to college. Too young. Extremely young. He is just a baby. He is definitely extremely young. Too young to go to college. This tent is too big to fit in my trunk. Meaning, this tent is extremely big, bigger than it should be, which is not good. I'm too old to start a business. He thinks he is extremely old for business. He thinks you have to be younger to start a business.
Round 2. Fight!
Many people mix up too and very or really. The difference between them is that very doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mean extreme. And too means extreme. And it's not good. Paris is a very expensive city, so I have to save up some money before going there. And Tokyo is too expensive for me. I'd rather go to Thailand. Meaning that Tokyo is extremely expensive, much more expensive than I can handle. That plus adjective means enough. For example, are you rich? Yes, I'm rich. Are you very rich? Yes, I think I'm very rich. Can you buy a penthouse on 5th Avenue? No, I'm not that rich. I'm not that rich. He is very rich, but he is not rich enough to buy a penthouse on Fifth Avenue. That rich means rich enough to buy an apartment on Fifth Avenue. Are you very hungry? Yes, I am very hungry. Do you want some snails? Snails? No, I'm not that hungry. I am not that hungry means I am not hungry enough for snails. Although I am very hungry, but not for snails. And now let's have a test. Choose the best option. Kate is so beautiful that she can take part in a beauty contest. He is such a sick man that doctors refused to operate on him. He is too busy to cook. He spends all his time at work. My boss gives me very much work, but he pays me well, so I don't mind. There are so many things I want to ask you that I don't even know where to begin. I am really thirsty. I'll go buy some soda. Honey, can I have this car for my birthday? But darling, I don't make that much money. I'm not sure we can save enough in a month. If you give me just a bit more wine, I'll be too drunk to walk home. Okay, that's about it. Stick around for more awesome grammar lessons.